Hi my friends! So this playlist is English grammar from zero, and you see lesson 1. I hope you like the idea of this playlist and you can put a like. Okay, thanks a lot. So really, welcome to the channel English Professionally. This video is about English grammar for absolute beginners. You'll see simple explanations and lots of interesting and useful examples. Also watch our playlists English grammar for beginners, English grammar for intermediate level, and English grammar for advanced level. Okay, are you ready? I hope so. How do we form English sentences? So it's usually subject plus verb. Look, I speak English. I is a subject and speak is a verb. I speak English. Next, I speak Spanish. I is a subject and speak is a verb. I understand. I is a subject and understand is a verb. I understand you. Next, I understand you very well. I know English. I know it. I work. I work there. Okay? It's very important to know English words. Okay? It's very important. It's very important to know English. It's very important to know English words. Okay? So please have a look at our playlists. Have a look at our playlists. Have a look at our playlists on English words or on English words. Okay? So really, it's very important to know English words. Have a look at our playlists on English words. And remember, okay? Remember. We say subject plus verb. We use it. Subject plus verb. Okay, more examples for you. More examples for you. You need to understand that it's very easy to speak English. You need to understand that it's very easy. You need to understand that it's very easy to speak English. Okay? More examples for you. I study. I is a subject and study is a verb. I study at school. Yeah, you can listen and repeat. You can listen and repeat. I study at school. I study at university. I study at university. Okay? So as you see, it's also very important to know different English phrases. As you see, it's also very important. It's also very important to know different English phrases. Okay? As you see, it's also very important to know different English phrases, and we usually say study at school, study at university. Okay? I study at school, I study at university. Next, I read. I read books. I read books. Okay? So we add s. We add s. We add s because it's more than one. It's more than one. Okay? It's more. It's more than one. Okay? Good. Next, I read English books. I live in Spain. I want it. I want it. Okay, English and Spain, okay, it's a capital letter. Capital letter. It's a capital letter. Okay, good. Capital letter. English, Spain. Okay. So with countries and languages. With countries, okay. With countries and languages. With countries and languages. Capital letter, okay. I read English books. I live in Spain. With countries and languages. Okay, next. I want it. I want it, okay. So more examples for you. I play. I play football. Yeah, subject and a verb. I play football. I do it well. I have a car. I have a house. So we usually use an article before a noun. We usually use an article. We usually use an article before a noun. We usually use an article before a noun. So car is a noun and house is a noun. A noun, so countable. Yeah, countable. Countable noun. Countable noun, a or an. Okay, so we can count it. We can count it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So one car, 2 cars, 2 cars, 3 cars. So car is a countable noun. Car is a countable noun and we use a or an. I have a car, I have a house. And look, I like English, I like it. I like English, I like it. Please remember, I like English, I like it. Okay, next. So we say I, we, you, they plus verb. Look, I live in New York. I is a subject and live is a verb. We speak English. We is a subject and speak is a verb. You understand. You is a subject and understand is a verb. Okay, next. They read English books. They is a subject and read is a verb. Okay, next. I know English. We want it. You know it. They have a house. And please look, I like it. I like it. We say I like it. We like it. We say we like it. You like it. We say you like it. They like it. Okay, so more examples for English speaking practice. Okay, so it's about present simple. It's about present simple. It's about present simple. Okay, and this structure subject, and this structure subject plus verb, subject plus verb. Okay, more example. So please listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. They read English books. I know it. They read. I study at school. You know English well. We understand you very well. You speak Spanish. Hablo español. It's in Spanish. I play. I have a house. I have a flat. We say I have a or I have an. Okay? Plus noun. Plus noun. So we usually say, yeah? Plus countable. Plus countable noun, yeah? We can count it. We can count it. Next. They know it. We know English very well. They have a house, or they have an apple. They work. They have a car. I know English well. They speak English. We study at school. You study at school. We work there. We work. I live in Los Angeles. They know English very well. I study at university. You have a house. They read English books. I read books. They live in Tokyo. We read English books. We play. We understand. You have a car. They study there. I understand. We live in Spain. I work there. You play football. They do it well. They study. I like English. Okay, next. You play. We understand you. We play football. I work. They speak Portuguese. I study. You work there. We like English. We read books. We have a car. They study at university. They study at school. They want it. We do it well. We know it. They understand. I study there. You study at university. I play football. I do it well. I have a car. We have a house. They play. We study. You read English books. We read English books. We study there. They understand you. I know English very well. You speak English. I live in Spain. They work there. We read. I understand you. We speak English. You read. They know English well. You understand. You know English. You study. I read English books. You want it. We speak Spanish. I live in Spain. We know English well. I speak English. You read books. You read English books. You know it. They read books. You do it well. You play. We live in London. They know English. They play football. I know English. I speak Spanish. They understand you very well. They like English. You live in Mexico. You work. You like English. I want it. I live in Brazil. You know English very well. I read. Okay, thank you very much. So watch our playlist. Watch our playlist on English grammar from 0 and other levels. Thank you very much. See you. Bye. Hi my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and this playlist is English Grammar from 0, Lesson 2. Okay, we continue our playlist English Grammar from 0. It's Lesson 2, or it's the second lesson. This grammar is very important. You'll see lots of interesting and useful examples. Watch all the playlist. Let's speak English without mistakes. Okay? We talk about present simple. Okay. How to form or how to make a sentence in this tense. In this tense or in present simple. Please remember, subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Look, I plus verb, or we plus verb, you plus verb, they plus verb. Look, I work, we work. I is a subject and work is a verb. We work. We is a subject and work is a verb. We say you work and they work. And they work. Okay? And they work. But if you have he, she, it, you have a verb plus s. You have a verb plus s. Okay? Look, we say he works. He works. Because we have he. If you have he, she, it, you have a verb plus s. He works. She works. It works. Look, I speak English, but she speaks English. Why? We have it because we add s. We add s. Okay, we add s with he, she, it. We add s with he, she, it. She speaks English because we have she. She speaks English. It helps me. It helps me. We have s because we have it. It helps you. We have s because we have it. It really helps. It really helps. Okay, good. So we put it in the middle. 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 Good. Next, he lives in London. He lives in London. He works hard. Yeah, please remember this phrase. Yeah, remember this phrase. Remember this phrase. Remember this phrase, work hard. Okay, or work a lot. He works very hard. She works a lot. He plays, yeah. So you can listen and repeat. Listen, listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Okay? Okay? Good. Listen and repeat. She works a lot. He plays computer games. I like it, but she likes it. She likes it. He likes it. He likes it. She likes this lesson. Okay, 1. She likes these lessons. These lessons. More than one. More than one. She likes these lessons. I like this lesson. I like your lessons. I like these lessons. These lessons. We have this lesson, and these lessons. This lesson, short sound. This E is a short sound, E. This lesson, and these lesson, it's a long sound. It's a long sound. Okay? It's a long sound. These. And we have these. I like these lessons. I really like it. We put it in the middle. I really like these lessons. Next. He swims very well. She understands this lesson. He remembers it. It works well. She speaks English, or she speaks Spanish. I speak English fluently or very well. He speaks English fluently. He wants it. She sees it. She understands you. It seems interesting. It seems interesting, or I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. It seems interesting. It, short sound, and eat, long sound. He eats meat. Oh, sorry, she eats meat. He eats fish. It happens. He plays tennis. She plays different games. He plays the guitar. We say play the guitar there. Play the guitar. I get up earlier. She gets up earlier. I get up late. He gets up late. I get up very early. He gets up very late. Okay, more examples. Okay, good. She understands you. Listen and repeat. She understands you. She really likes it. I like it. I really like it. He reads English books. It seems interesting. She remembers it. She reads English books. He understands you. She works well. She works there. He speaks Chinese. He works well. She gets up late. She speaks English. He sees it. He helps you. He likes this lesson. It happens. He plays. He really likes it. So you have really in the middle, or you can say really he likes it. Look, he really likes it, or really he likes it. I really like it, or really I like it. Next, he plays different games. He lives in England. He understands you very well. He gets up very late. She plays different games. She speaks Spanish. She likes English. He knows English very well. Next. She speaks Spanish. She understands you very well. He knows English. He knows English well. He lives in China. He works very hard. He eats meat. She helps me. She likes this lesson. She knows English well. He likes your lessons. She works very hard. She likes it. She understands. She knows it. He works hard or he works a lot. He works too much. You can say he works too much, but you know it has a negative meaning. It has a negative meaning. Too much. Too much. He swims very well. He gets up early. He works in London. She likes your lessons. He speaks English. She works. He likes your lessons. He understands. She plays tennis. She knows English. She wants it. She reads books. He plays tennis. He knows it. She lives in the United States. He likes English. She sees it. He helps me. She eats fish. He likes this lesson. He works there. She likes your lessons. He plays football. She reads. He plays computer games. He works. He reads books. She gets up very early. She swims very well. He speaks English fluently. He wants it. She likes this lesson. He likes these lessons. She wants it. He speaks Spanish. She works hard. She speaks English fluently. She plays. She works a lot. She eats meat. He gets up late. She works. She lives in London. He remembers it. He likes it. He works hard. He reads. He eats fish. She knows English very well. She helps you. She plays computer games. She gets up early. She likes these lessons. He gets up very early. He speaks Spanish fluently. She speaks Spanish very well. She lives in New York. Okay, thank you very much. And you know that it's lesson 2. So we have lesson 1. And I think it's a good idea if you watch all this playlist, and you can also watch other videos. I really hope that it's very good for your progress. Okay, thank you very much. See you. Bye. Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue this playlist English Grammar from Zero, Lesson 3. Okay, good. So, you know that we talk about present simple. We talk about present simple. We form this tense this way. We form this tense this way. Yeah? I plus verb, and we plus verb, you plus verb, and they plus verb. Look, I work there. We know it very well. You understand me. They live in England. If you have he, she, it, you have verb plus s. Okay? Verb plus s. Look. He works in London. She works a lot. It really helps. Okay? So verb plus s, but sometimes it's es. Okay? But sometimes it's es. It's es, not s. So when, look. If you have o, at the end of the verb, look, go, like go, you have es. Go, goes. So you have o at the end of the verb. Okay? Good. So, please look. So at the end of the verb, go, goes, you have es. Do, does, you have es. Look, I go there, but she goes there. He goes there. I do it well, but she does it well. He does it well. I do housework. She does housework. He does housework. I go to work. Yeah, we say I go to work. Please remember this phrase. I go to work, but he goes to work or she goes to work. I go to school. He goes to school or she goes to school. I go to the park. He goes to the park or she goes to the park. I go to the cinema or I go to the theater, and we say he goes to the cinema. He goes to the theater. Next, I go there. I often go there. We put often in the middle. I often do it. He often goes there. She often does it. If you have ch, sh, or x after at the end of the verb, you have es. Look, I teach English. So you have ch and you say she teaches English. I teach English, but she teaches English. I watch TV every day, or I watch television every day. He watches TV every day. I wash up the dishes. She washes up the dishes. I usually relax in the evening. She relaxes. She relaxes in the evening. So you have es. So we have es if you have ch, sh, and x. Good. Okay, what about y? If you have a vowel before y, you have s. Look, I play football, but he plays football. So you have s because a is a vowel. I play football. Look, we play computer games. He plays computer games. If you have a consonant before y, so you have I, not y, I, and you have es. Look, I often fly to America, so L is a consonant, and you say he flies. He flies to America. Next, she often flies to England. So you can say, I often fly to the United States. I often go to China. He often flies to the United States. She often goes to China. Good. So please remember that if you have a consonant before I, you have IES. Look, he often cries. We put often in the middle. And you know the rule of two verbs. Maybe you know, maybe not. Look, she tries to do it. So you can't say she tries to do it, you say she tries to do it. Rule of two verbs. So generally, so in most cases, or generally, or in most cases, you need to put to. You need to put to between these two verbs. You need to put to between these two verbs. Try and do, for example. She tries to do it. He tries to help him. I try to learn English. He tries to learn English. And look, we say I have, we have, you have, they have, but he, she, it has, yeah? He has, she has, it has. Look, I have a car. He has a car. I have a computer. She has a computer. I have a house. He has a house. I have a flat. She has a flat. I have many friends. He has many friends. I have a job. She has a job. He has a girlfriend. She has a boyfriend. More examples. She plays computer games. So listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. She plays computer games. He watches TV or he watches television. She has a boyfriend. He speaks English fluently. He often tries to do it. He does it well. He works hard. Next. She does housework. She works hard. He often goes to China. He has many friends. Or he has a lot of friends. He has lots of friends. She often flies to England. She often goes to China. She tries to learn Spanish. He tries to help him. He goes to work. She swims very well. He gets up late. He teaches English. He tries to learn Spanish. She goes to the park. He tries to do it. He often flies to the United States. He goes to school. He works very hard. He relaxes in the evening, or he has a rest in the evening. She goes there. He goes there. She has a car. She goes to work. He gets up early. He often flies to England. She gets up early. He has a friend. He plays different games. She has many friends, or she has a lot of friends, or she has lots of friends. She has a computer. She goes to the cinema. He goes to the cinema. She works a lot. She works very hard. He has a house. He works a lot. He often does it. She plays different games. He goes to the theater. She studies at school. She does it well. She has a job. It happens. He tries to learn English. She gets up late. She tries to do it. He studies at school. She has a boyfriend. She often does it. She relaxes in the evening, or she has a rest in the evening. He swims very well. She watches TV every day. Or she watches television every day. She plays football. She speaks English fluently. She tries to learn English. He often flies to the United States. He usually relaxes in the evening, or he usually has a rest in the evening. He goes to the park. She usually relaxes in the morning, or she usually has a rest in the morning. He has a computer. She teaches English. He really likes it. He watches TV every day. Or he watches television every day. He plays computer games. He reads English books. She has a house. It seems interesting. He plays football. She watches TV in the morning. He watches TV in the evening. He washes up the dishes. She goes to the theater. She really likes it. He has a job. She often flies to America. She washes up the dishes. She has a friend. She goes to school. She reads English books. She studies at university. She goes there. He has a car. He studies at university. She tries to help him. He often flies to America. He goes there. He often goes there. She often flies to England. Okay, let's continue. Why not? Thank you very much. And have a look at our playlists. Yeah, have a look at our playlist. Have a look at our playlist. So you know that we have this playlist, English Grammar from Zero, and we have other playlists too. Okay, thank you very much. See you. Bye. Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally. And we continue this playlist, English Grammar Lessons from Zero, Lesson 4. Okay, so if you think that it's a little fast for you, you can slow it down. Okay, so present simple, how do you form it? So I, we, you, they plus verb, he, she, it plus verb plus s. Look, this lesson helps me. Why do we say helps? Because this lesson means it. It helps me, so we say this lesson helps me. But these lessons help me. So it's about they. These lessons, yeah? It's they help me. So these lessons help me. My sister lives in Russia. My sister means she. She lives in Russia. It costs 20 pounds. It costs 20 pounds. Or you can also say it is 20 pounds. So you don't have a verb here, so it is 20 pounds. This dress costs $50. We say costs because this dress means it. This dress costs $50. Or this dress is $50. My friend often sees him. So my friend, so it's about he. It's a he or she. So my friend often sees him. So my teacher knows English very well. So if I say my teacher, it means he or she knows. So my teacher knows English very well. Okay, good. My best friend plays basketball. So he or she. My brother lives in this house. He. My sister lives in that house. She. Your idea seems interesting. It. She likes this idea. Kate likes this idea. Kate means she, so we use S. Kate likes this idea. Max lives in this city, or Max lives in this town, so he. I often listen to music, so I often listen to music, but my sister often listens. Listens, we add S, because she. My sister often listens to music. Good. My father has a job. He has, so my father has a job. My mother has a car. She has a car. My sister goes to school. So my sister means she. She goes to school. My brother goes to work. He goes to work. Our teacher knows English very well. He or she. I also think so. So you can put also in the middle. I also think so. Or I think so too. If you use to, it's in the end. It's at the end of the sentence. Our father also thinks so. Or our father thinks so too. You see, that also is in the middle here, and too is in the end here. The teacher says it. Says, because he or she, yeah, so the teacher says so. Good. So we say I, yeah, and my. I have a brother. My brother goes to school. Okay? Our. We have an uncle. Our uncle speaks English fluently. You have a house. Your house looks beautiful. Their teacher says so. His parents work there. His mother teaches French. Her father does business. She eats fish. She eats meat. Okay? And I think that you want more practice. No problem. So I prepared more examples, especially for you with present simple. So you'll see new words, interesting phrases, and these sentences are very important, okay? So you can listen to them, and you can also listen and repeat. If it's fast, you can slow it down yeah, so that you can repeat it. Good. So present simple. These lessons help me. My father goes to work. My uncle works very hard. He speaks English fluently. My sister lives in this house. His sister goes to school. My brother often plays basketball. My parents work very hard. My sister gets up late, or my sister gets up early. My friend tries to help my brother. This house costs a lot. My sister has a boyfriend. Your brother plays computer games. I also think so. I think so too. Our parents really like these lessons. My friend likes this house. That flat costs a lot. My father speaks English fluently. Your brother often relaxes. Your brother often has a rest. My uncle often goes to China. Their mother has a car. His brother goes to school. This lesson helps me. My mother has a job. Your father knows it very well. My sister tries to learn Spanish. My boyfriend often listens to music. My brother lives in that house. Your parents work there. My best friend lives in this city. Your sister has a computer. This dress costs $20, or this dress is $20. My mother understands it very well. My mother does housework. Their mother often flies to the United States. This flat costs a lot. My teacher does it well. It costs £50. My best friend lives in Moscow. My best friend really likes it. I have an uncle. My brother studies at university. They have a house. My girlfriend often listens to music. My friend plays football very well. My teacher thinks so. My brother has many friends, or my brother has a lot of friends, or my brother has lots of friends. My father likes this idea. My brother has a girlfriend. I often listen to music. Their parents have a house. So we say go home, be home, stay home, come home. My father does business. My sister studies at school. Your idea seems interesting. My friend often sees her. My father has a job. Your brother goes to work. My sister lives in Russia. My brother goes to work. My friend often tries to do it. Their uncle often watches TV. Your mother teaches English. My brother works in England. Their house looks very beautiful. Your sister goes to work. Your friend often goes there. My sister goes to school. That house costs a lot. It happens. My mother often says it. My uncle lives in America. My best friend plays different games. Your lesson helps me. My friend knows English very well. Your parents often go to the park. My brother really likes it. I have a job. Your brother swims very well. My mother likes this idea. My parents know it. And my friends, I also hope that you like the idea of this playlist, so you can hear lots of interesting words, structures. So it's a very good practice, English grammar practice. It's also a very good English, listening practice and English speaking practice, especially if you can slow it down a little bit. You can slow it down a bit, and so you can repeat it. Okay, thank you very much, my friends. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally. And we continue a very important playlist, English grammar lessons from zero, for absolute beginners, lesson 5. I think it's a good idea to have a look at all these playlists, so you can listen to it when you do other things. It's also a good idea. Okay, so as you see, we are going to talk about present simple. So we usually form it this way: subject plus verb. So I, we, you, they plus verb, he, she, it plus verb plus s. Okay? If you have o at the end of the verb, so you add es, like go, goes. Look, I go to work, but she goes to work. Okay, one more example. Do, does. I do it very well. He does it. He does it very well. Okay? So if you have, these actually combinations of sounds, ch, sh, x, you also add es. Look, I often watch TV, but she often watches TV. She washes up the dishes. He often relaxes in the evening. He often has a rest in the evening. My father works there. My sister knows it very well. Their parents live there. So we don't add s because their parents, it means they. So they live, so their parents live. So if it's this or that, it's also one, and we add s. So it means it. Look, this lesson seems interesting, or that lesson seems interesting. But these lessons seem interesting, so it means they, so they seem very interesting. These lessons seem very interesting. It seems interesting. Okay, more examples. I work a lot. She works very hard. He lives in this house. She lives in that house. My friend speaks English fluently. And you also know that we say I like it, we like it, they like it, he likes it, she likes it. He really likes it. I often go to the park. My sister has, you can say many friends, a lot of friends, or lots of friends. So if you say lots of friends, it's very common, so it's a very popular phrase among native speakers, and you know that it sounds more informal. So my sister has lots of friends. Look, this dress costs 20 pounds, or you can say this dress is 20 pounds. So you don't have a verb in this sentence, We talked about it, and you use the form of to be. This dress means it, so you say this dress is 20 pounds. My father does business. She eats fish. She often flies to the United States. My brother often plays computer games. My brother likes different computer games. I tried to learn English. So I think that you know this rule. So if you have two verbs, you put to between them. So yeah, I tried to learn English. She tries to help him. So we put to between these two verbs. Try and help. I get up early. He gets up late. Okay, but I hope that you want more practice. No problem. So more practice, so more sentences, yeah, for listening and speaking skills. So really, it's a very good English speaking and listening practice at the same time. Good. So present simple. It seems interesting. She often does it. She has a boyfriend. She plays different games. She has many friends. Or she has a lot of friends. Or she has lots of friends. I do business in China. We study. He often tries to do it. It really seems interesting. She goes there. I like English. She has a friend. She plays football. My uncle has a car. He watches TV. I work very hard. He plays computer games. She watches TV every day. It seems very interesting. I often go to China. He washes up the dishes. We do business. He has a friend. She works very hard. She teaches English. He often flies to the United States. He reads English books. He often flies to England. She studies at school. He often relaxes in the evening. Or he often has a rest in the evening. My sister has a friend. I have a job. My best friend lives in England. He has a girlfriend. He watches TV every day. He gets up early. He does it well. She tries to learn English. He studies at school. She gets up late. He studies. She plays computer games. She plays different games. He tries to learn English. He does housework. This lesson seems interesting. I often go to the cinema. She has a job. He goes there. She really likes it. We read English books. She gets up early. I play different games. He often watches TV. She goes to the theater. She reads English books. She has a car. I often fly to America. She works hard. She reads English books. He really likes it. We often go to the cinema. He reads a lot. She goes to work. I often do housework. She goes to school. We often go to the park. My friend speaks English fluently. He gets up late. She speaks English fluently. I play. He often goes to China. He has a house. He works hard. They often watch TV. She often flies to England. We often play football. I often listen to music. Okay, next. She relaxes a lot. She has a rest a lot. She relaxes too much. I really like this car. My father often flies to the United States. He often does it. My friend studies at university. He has a job. My mother wants it. My father does it very well. She tries to help him. He really likes it. He goes to school. She gets up late. He often relaxes. He often has a rest. We really like it. She does it well. She goes to the cinema. He has a car. She swims very well. We have a car. I work a lot. He swims very well. She watches TV. He often tries to help him. It happens. He has a friend. My sister often flies to the United States. She speaks English fluently. He works hard. I get up early. She often does it. She washes up the dishes. He often does it. She has a computer. She watches TV every day. He plays football. He has a house. He has many friends. Or he has a lot of friends. Or he has lots of friends. He reads English books. He goes to school. She studies at school. He tries to learn Spanish. She often goes to China. She washes up the dishes. He often tries to do it. She tries to help him. She works very hard. She goes to work. This lesson seems very interesting. She tries to learn French. He goes to the cinema. I often relax in the morning. I often have a rest in the morning. She goes there. He gets up late. He often goes to China. She often relaxes in the evening. She often has a rest in the evening. I live in Moscow. She often flies to America. He works very hard. He does it well. She tries to learn Spanish. She has a house. Their parents have a job. I study at university. He often flies to England. He plays different games. She plays. He goes to the park. He goes to the cinema. He has many friends. He has a lot of friends. Or he has lots of friends. She works a lot. We try to learn English. I have a girlfriend. He often goes there. We often relax in the evening. He tries to help me. She has a computer. I often play computer games. My sister has many friends, or my sister has a lot of friends, or my sister has lots of friends. She swims very well. He often flies to America. He goes to work. She often goes to China. She tries to do it. They have a house. I have a boyfriend. He works a lot. She goes there. He speaks English fluently. She washes up the dishes. I try to learn English. She goes to the park. My brother plays different games. He often tries to do it. I study at school. My mother often goes there. He does housework. I get up late. It seems interesting. She studies at university. My brother reads a lot. He goes to the park. He tries to learn English. She often flies to America. He often flies to England. She often goes to the theater. She plays computer games. My sister tries to learn English. You teach English very well. He goes to the theater. My brother often relaxes in the evening, or my brother often has a rest in the evening. My mother often watches TV. We get up early. She does housework. I live in Russia. My sister goes to school. He goes to work. It often happens. Your parents often go there. She studies at university. I study at university. I have a friend. She goes to the cinema. He plays computer games every day. She does it well. She goes to the park. She has a job. She tries to do it. My parents speak English fluently. He often goes to the theater. My best friend studies there. She studies at school. I often go there. He teaches English. She really likes it. She has a car. She has a house. He plays football. My sister reads books. He swims very well. We read a lot. We often fly to America. We study at school. They have a computer. He tries to do it. She works every day. She teaches English. My brother works very hard. She gets up early. They study at university. He teaches English. We often do it. She has a boyfriend. My brother studies at university. She does housework. His father has a job. My brother has a computer. My parents often fly to the United States. My uncle works a lot. My friend tries to learn Spanish. Okay, very good, my friends, and I really hope it's a good idea, to continue this playlist. And this practice is very important, so you can listen to it when you do other things. So it's a good idea. It's very important. It's a very good English speaking and listening practice. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally. And we continue this very important playlist, English grammar lessons from zero, lesson 6. So really, I think it's a good idea to have a look at this playlist, and you can, watch it or you can listen to it when you do other things. It's also a good idea. Really, it's a very good English speaking and listening practice. Actually, to listen to all these videos. Okay, and we are going to talk about this structure, I want. For example, I want this dress. So we say I want something. If you have a verb with want, you use to. I want to buy this dress. Please remember this structure. Want plus to plus verb. I want this thing. So we want something, but I want to buy this thing. I want to order it. I want to buy a house. I want to know English really well. I want to speak English very well. I want to speak English fluently. I want to eat. I want to drink. I want to eat meat. I want to eat fish. I want to drink tea. I want to drink coffee. I want to drink a cup of tea. We say a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I want to learn English. I want to go to America next month. I want to go to Italy next year. I want to read this book. I want to call her. I want to call him. I want to call them. They want to call me. They want to call us. I want to visit this place. I want to get more money. I want to live in another country. I want to live abroad. I want to study in the United States. I want to have my own business. I want to watch this video. I want to watch your channel every day. I want to go to the cinema. I want to learn English with you. My boss wants more money. Yes, if it's he, she, it, we say wants. So my boss, he or she. So that's why, we use wants. My boss wants more money. Okay. My brother wants to study in another place. My aunt wants to sell her house. My uncle wants to sell his flat. Her relative wants to rent a flat. His secretary wants a new job. Don't forget to put a. So remember this structure, L-O-N plus adjective plus noun. So new is an adjective and job is a noun. Okay? So his secretary wants to find a new job. He wants to know everything. He wants to know all the information. So we say, so all the information, all the news, and so on. Okay, good. I want to help you. I want to thank you. I also want to thank you. So you know that we put also in the middle. So between a subject and a verb. So I is a subject and want is a verb. And we put also in the middle, between these two things. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Good. So add more and more sentences, yeah, for more practice. Good. So it's a very important structure. I want to play computer games. I want to have a car. So we say I eat meat, so it's uncountable, but I have a car. I have a car, I have a house, I have a flat, so we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, and so we use a. I have a house. I want tea. I want to drink a cup of tea. I want to eat fish. I want to speak English very well. My boss wants more money. My aunt wants to sell her flat. I want to help you. I want to thank you. I want to study in the United States. I want this thing. I want this dress. They want to call us. My friend wants to study in another place. I want to learn English with you. I want to call her. I want to visit this place. Or I want to visit that place. His secretary wants a new job. Yeah, don't forget to put a. We talked about it. So a plus adjective plus noun. Singular or one. Job. A new job. I want to drink tea. So we don't have an article because it's uncountable. I want to drink tea. I want to drink coffee. I want to order it. I want to eat meat. I want to call them. We want to play football. I want to watch this video. I want to live abroad. I want to have my own business. My brother wants to try to do it. He wants to know everything. I want to eat. My relative wants to play this game. I want to read this book. My aunt wants to sell her house. I want to play this computer game. I want to call him. I want to buy a house. I want to fly to New York. His secretary wants to find a new job. My boss wants to know everything. I want to know English. I want coffee. I want to go to America next month. I want to go to the cinema. My sister wants to buy this dress. It often happens. I want to help you. She wants to know all the information. I want to get more money. I want to drink. We want to thank you. I want a cup of tea. I want to learn English. They want to call me. We want to know all the information. I want to speak English fluently. I want to watch your channel every day. I want to go to Italy next year. Your relative wants to rent a flat. My sister wants to play different games. I want to buy this beautiful dress. I want to study there. We want to learn English here. My sister wants to teach English. I want a cup of coffee. I want to live in another country. I want to see it. I want to buy this thing. I want to help my friend. My relative wants to study abroad. They want to help me. My friends, I really want to thank you. Really, thank you very much, my friends. So I think it's a good idea, really, to continue this playlist. Yeah, so our course, we have our course, so English grammar lessons from zero. So it's very important. You see lots of examples with different grammar structures, not only for beginners, but for other levels too. And you'll see more and more difficult words and phrases in the next lessons. Okay? So see you. Thank you. Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist English Grammar Lessons from Zero, Lesson 7. So you know that we have a very interesting playlist, so you can have a look at it and listen to it. So you have no free time at all, you can do it when you do other things. So it's very good English speaking and listening practice. Okay, very good. So as you know that we talked about want to. Yeah, we talked about this structure, want to plus verb. For example, I want to learn English. I want to order it. Yeah, but there is one more very interesting structure, would like to. And you use a verb after to. So I would like to plus verb. I would like to learn English. I would like to order it. Please, don't forget to put to after would like. Or you know that native speakers mostly use I'd like instead of I would like, so it sounds more natural. I'd like to learn English. I'd like to order it. I'd like to do it right now. I'd like to talk about it, or I'd like to speak about it. Good. Okay, let's look at more examples. I'd like to talk about this problem. I'd like to know it. I'd like to do it again. I'd like to do it one more time. I'd like to buy a new computer. I'd like to read a book in English. I'd like to write it down. I'd like to listen to music. I'd like to listen to this song. I'd like to go to the party. I'd like to go to this party. I'd like to go to the restaurant. I'd like to go to this restaurant. Or I'd like to go to that restaurant. I'd like to tell you everything. I'd like to say it. I'd like to know all the news. I'd like to tell you all the information. You know that we talked about it, we say all the news, all the information, and so on. Okay, so there is one exception, it's all day, all night, it's without that, all day, all night, so you need to remember it. Okay, so I'd like to hear this story. I'd like to hear all the story. I'd like to translate this word. I'd like to translate this phrase. I'd like to translate this sentence. I'd like to work more. I'd like to work less. I'd like to work more to get more money. Or I'd like to work more to earn more money. You can say get money or earn money. Okay? I'd like to work less to have more free time. I'd like to understand English speech. I'd like to understand native speakers. I'd like to be a teacher. I'd like to become a teacher. I'd like to be a manager. I'd like to become a manager. So you can say I'd like to be or I'd like to become. Okay? So next, I'd like to be a businessman. I'd like to become a businessman. I'd like to have my own business. I'd like to have my own YouTube channel. We'd like to invite you to the party. They'd like to join us. I see you'd like to live here. Okay? Next, he'd like to get this job. She'd like to learn English here or in this place, for example. I'd like to thank you. I really want to thank you. I'd really like to thank you for your help, for your support, and for everything. Very good words. Okay, but I also feel that you need more sentences, you need more examples. No problem. Okay, so my aunt would like to sell her house. I'd like to know it right now. I'd like to have more free time. My relative would like to sell his flat. So his, her, their, our flat, and so on. I'd like to order it. My brother would like to play this game. I'd like to buy this dress. I'd like to help my friend. I'd like to do it one more time. Or I'd like to do it again. I'd like to see it. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to learn English very hard. I'd like to talk to you about it, or I'd like to talk with you about it. So you know that we can say talk with or talk to, and we meet talk to very often. So I'd like to talk to you about it, this sentence is okay. And also, I'd like to speak with you about it, or to you about it. It's also okay. So you can use with or to, Good. So I'd like to speak with you about it. I'd like to go to Italy next year. I'd like to live abroad. I'd like to listen to this song. I'd like to hear this story. I'd like to read this book. I'd like to buy a house. I'd like to know English very well. I'd like to buy this thing. I'd like to work less. Next, so they'd like to call us. I'd like to go to this restaurant, or I'd like to go to that restaurant. My friend would like to study in another place. My sister would like to teach English. I'd like to study there. I'd like to listen to music. I'd like to hear all the story. I'd like to learn English here. Okay, next. He'd like to get this job. His secretary would like to get a new job. I'd like to call them. I'd like to know all the news. I'd like to translate this phrase. I'd like to go to America next month. I'd like to buy this beautiful dress. I'd like to get more money. I'd like to have a car. We'd like to play football. I'd like a cup of coffee. I'd like to speak English fluently. I'd like to watch this video. I'd like to read a book in English. I'd like to live in another country. I see. I understand. I'd really like to thank you. I'd like to tell you everything. I'd like to translate this word. My brother would like to try to do it. I'd like to work more. I'd like to call her. I'd like to thank you for your help, for your support, for everything. I'd like to visit this place, or I'd like to visit that place. I'd like to visit these places. I'd like to speak English very well. We'd like to go to the party. I'd like to fly to New York. I'd like to eat meat. My sister would like to buy this dress. I'd like to drink a cup of tea. I'd like to drink a cup of coffee. My boss would like to know everything. I'd like to write it down. I'd like to buy a new computer. I'd like to work more to get more money. Or I'd like to work more to earn more money. My relative would like to study abroad. She'd like to study English here or there, in this place, in that place. They'd like to study in the United States. I'd like to talk to you about this problem. Our relative wants to rent a flat. I'd like to drink a cup of tea. I'd like to drink a cup of coffee. I'd like to drink a glass of juice. I'd like to drink a glass of water. I'd like to translate these sentences. I'd like to translate this text. I'd like to have my own business. I'd like to say it. I'd like to watch your channel every day. We'd like to order it right now. I'd like to eat fish. We would like to know everything, or you can use a short form, yeah? He'd like to know everything. Okay, so very good. So really, it's a very good beginning. I hope so. And so let's continue, yeah? So recording actually English lessons for these playlists. So it's a very good English speaking and listening practice. So you can do other things and listen to it when you do these things. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, my friends. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our amazing playlist English grammar lessons from zero. lesson 8. Right, so you can have a look at all these playlists, yeah? So it's very good for listening and speaking skills and grammar skills at the same time, okay? So you know that we talked about present simple, and really, how do we form present simple? It's subject plus verb. So let me give you some examples, or one example, okay? So I watch this channel every day. So I is a subject and watch is a verb. Okay, good. So how to make a negative sentence in present simple, okay? So if you have a verb, so you use don't or doesn't before a verb. So you use don't with I, we, you, they, and doesn't with he, she, it, okay? So present simple negative form. I don't watch this channel every day. So we use don't because of I. I live in England. I don't live in England. So I don't. We don't work here. We don't work there. You don't understand it. They don't see him. So it's very easy. You just need to know this simple structure. I, we, you, they don't. He, she, it doesn't. Okay. Good. Very good. So what is next? I don't get up late. I get up early. I don't go to school. I go to university. I go to work. I don't go to university. I don't go to work. I don't work. I stay at home. Okay? So you know that we say sit on a chair or sit in an armchair but stay at home. Please remember this very useful phrase. Okay? I don't like this place. I like another place. I like that place. So we use another if it's one. So one place, so we say another place. If it's more than one, for example, 2, 3, 4, we use other places. Next, it doesn't cost much. It costs little. It doesn't cost little. It costs a lot. You know that we mostly actually use much in negative sentences, right? And a lot, so in a statement like here, it costs a lot. Good. So she doesn't teach English. She teaches mathematics or she teaches maths. I don't live in New York. I live in Los Angeles. I don't like this game. I like that game. I play computer games. I play different games. I don't play the piano. I play the guitar. So you need to remember that we don't use actually a preposition after play. So we say play games, play computer games. But if it's a musical instrument, we say play there. Like here, I don't play the piano. I play the guitar. So we use that because it's a musical instrument. Piano and guitar. Okay? I don't go to work every day. I work from home or I work at home. I don't buy newspapers or magazines. I read them online. I don't know much about politics. It doesn't interest me. I don't speak Chinese. I speak English and Spanish. She doesn't like her job. She wants to find another job. I don't eat meat, but I eat fish. I don't play tennis. She plays it. I don't do physical exercises at home. I go to the gym. I don't play computer games all day. I like sport. Okay, very good. So I think that you understand this rule, you like these examples, but you need more practice. No problem. I prepared a longer list of sentences and examples especially for you. Okay, so I don't watch your channel every day. I don't go to school. I go to university. He works a lot. He wants to work less. I don't live in England. I don't talk to him. I don't want to do it right now. I want to do it later. She doesn't teach English. She teaches maths, or she teaches mathematics. I don't like this song. I like that song. I watch this channel every day. I don't play tennis. She plays it. I don't get up late. I get up early. It doesn't cost much. It costs little. I don't play the piano. I play the guitar. I don't see him. We don't work there. She doesn't want to sell her house. She wants to sell her flat. It doesn't cost little. It costs a lot. I understand you, but I don't understand native speakers. It doesn't help me. I don't buy any newspapers or magazines. I read them online. She doesn't like her job. She wants to find another job. I don't want to do it again. I want to do it now, but very well. You don't understand it. I don't go to work every day. I work from home. I don't do physical exercises at home. I go to the gym. I don't eat meat, but I eat fish. She doesn't think so. I don't know much about politics. It doesn't interest me. I don't have much free time. I have little free time. I don't speak English fluently. I try to learn it. I don't live in Moscow. I live in New York. I don't play computer games all day. I like sport. Yeah, you need to remember this phrase, all day, all night. Okay, please remember this phrase. She works little. She wants to work more. I don't go to work. I don't work. I stay at home. I don't go to university. I go to work. I don't like this place. I like another place. I don't order it here. I order it online. We don't know it. She doesn't say it. She doesn't tell us everything. She doesn't like that channel. She likes this channel. We don't like those lessons. We like these lessons. She doesn't visit him. She works very hard. She doesn't have free time. Okay? So I don't learn English there. So I prefer to learn English here. I learn English on the channel English Galaxy. Or you can also say I learn English on the channel English Professionally. It's our international channel, yeah, for all people, yeah. Good. I learn English on the channel English Professionally. Okay, my friends, thank you very much for your support. I really hope that you like these examples. You really like this kind of practice. So, I mean, English speaking and listening practice, which is very important for your progress. Yeah, you just need to listen more. And if you don't have free time, no problem. It's okay. You can listen to it. I mean, to these videos, to this playlist when you do other, things, and it's also very good. You just need to hear English speech all the time, and it can have a very positive effect on your English progress. So I think so, not just I think so, I'm sure, and I really hope that it can help you a lot. Okay, thank you very much, my friends, and let's continue this very important playlist. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist English Grammar from Zero, Lesson 9. So you can have a look at all these playlists, yeah? So I think it's a good idea to watch these videos. So if you have no time, no problem. You can do it when you do other things, yeah? It's also okay, yeah, for more practice and for more revision. Good. So we're going to talk about present simple and some very important rules. So, you know how we form this tense. I, we, you, they plus verb. So if we have he, she, it plus verb plus s. For example, my girlfriend lives there. My girlfriend means she, so we use s. My girlfriend lives there. Yeah. How to form a negative form? It's also easy. Present simple negative form, so it's don't or doesn't. Look, I, we, you, they plus don't plus verb. He, she, it plus doesn't plus verb. Yeah, he, she, it plus doesn't plus verb. Yeah, and let me give you one more example. My girlfriend doesn't live there. My girlfriend means she, so doesn't. My girlfriend doesn't live there. Okay, more examples and more practice. My brother doesn't want to do this homework. So you know that if we have two verbs, we usually put to between them. So want is a verb and do is a verb. So we put to, want to do, okay? So my brother doesn't want to do this homework. My cousin doesn't go to concerts. He doesn't like it. My best friend doesn't smoke. He wants to be healthy. So you see that we use doesn't because my cousin means he. My best friend, so if we're talking about him, so he doesn't smoke, yeah? So if it isn't a negative sentence, yeah, if it's a statement, we add s. Yeah, look, he wants to be healthy, okay? More examples. He doesn't eat little, he eats a lot, or he eats too much. Our director doesn't ask many questions. My friend doesn't like classical music. Our lessons don't finish late because they start early or because they begin early. His parents don't live together, they live separately. My friend doesn't drive fast, he drives very slowly. My brother doesn't go shopping, my sister goes shopping. My father doesn't teach history, he teaches English. My brother doesn't watch football on TV, but he likes it. My friend doesn't walk to work. He goes to work by car, or he goes to work on foot. My sister goes to school by car, or my sister goes to school on foot. My sister walks to school. My sister doesn't listen to him. we say listen to. She listens to her. My friends don't listen to them. They listen to us. So my friends means they, so we use don't. My friends don't listen to them, they listen to us. Okay? I don't buy food. My parents usually buy all the food. Okay, and I think that you also want more practice, no problem. More grammar practice and more practice with new words or vocabulary practice or training, it's also okay. Okay, so he doesn't eat little. My parents don't want to buy this thing. My brother doesn't get up early. He gets up very late. My parents don't like this place. They like another place. My boss doesn't want to do it. My brother doesn't want to study abroad. He wants to study in Russia. My friends don't order it online. They buy it here. Next. My brother doesn't know it, but I know it. My sister walks to school. Or my sister goes to school on foot. She doesn't watch that channel. She watches this channel. My sister goes to school by car. My brother doesn't understand me. My best friend doesn't smoke. He wants to be healthy. My brother doesn't watch football on TV, but he likes it. He doesn't eat much, but she eats too much. My sister doesn't listen to him. She listens to her. My cousin doesn't go to concerts. He doesn't like it. That lesson doesn't help. This lesson helps. All your lessons really help. My uncle doesn't want to call her. My parents don't want to live in another city. They want to live in this city. Your cousin doesn't want to do it right now. He wants to do it later. My friend doesn't walk to work. My friend doesn't go to work on foot. He goes to work by car. My teacher doesn't like those lessons. He likes these lessons. My friend doesn't talk to her. My friends don't listen to them. They listen to us. I don't buy food. My parents usually buy all the food. My brother doesn't want to do that homework. My sister doesn't go to school. She goes to university. My brother doesn't go shopping. My sister goes shopping. My father doesn't teach history. He teaches English. My friends don't watch that channel every day. They watch this channel. This idea doesn't seem interesting. My brother doesn't want to do this thing. My sister doesn't want to study abroad, but I want it. My girlfriend doesn't live there. She lives here. Okay, very good. And I think it's a very good idea to continue this playlist. You see that actually there are more and more interesting videos. They are full of grammar, basic grammar, but then you'll see more and more difficult grammar. Yeah, at first you see simple words and it's easy to understand these simple words, but then you'll meet more and more interesting words, phrases. So let's continue this playlist, and it isn't only for beginners. Yes, it's for beginners, yeah, but it's only for a start, and then you'll see more difficult information. Okay, so really, I think it's a good idea. Thank you. Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist English Grammar from Zero, Lesson 10. Really, it's a very important playlist, yeah, not only for beginners but for high levels too. Okay, so good, and I think it's a good idea, yeah, you know, to refresh your knowledge and watch, you know, different videos, yeah, actually which are about different parts of English grammar. Okay, and I know that students often have lots of problems with this structure, I need. But it's very easy to say something, yeah, using this structure. So I need plus something. For example, I need it. I need your help. I need your advice. I need your recommendation. I need more practice. I need a good English teacher. I need more lessons. I need these lessons. I need a pen. I need a pencil. I need money. I need more money. Or, if you have a verb after need, you use to. Need to plus verb, okay? So, I need to learn English. I need to find a good job. Yeah, please don't forget to use to. I need to know it right now. I need to check it. I need to go to that place. I need to call him. I need to visit her. I need to work very hard. I need to study more. I need to remember all these words and phrases. I need to save this document. I need to save this file. I need to write a letter. I need to write it down. I need to watch this lesson one more time, or I need to watch this lesson again. I need to watch these lessons. So we say this lesson one, but these lessons if it's more than one. I need to watch that movie. I need to read these books. I need to train every day. I need to study English regularly. We need more exercises. You need more rest. They need more lessons. He needs more money. She needs more practice. My friend needs to learn English. My brother needs to go there. My friends need to buy this thing. So need because my friends, yeah, actually it means they. So they need. That's why we say my friends need to buy this thing. My parents need to work more. And more practice, yeah, more sentences. I need to do this thing now. I need to study more. He needs to do more physical exercises. I need to write it down. I need to watch this lesson one more time. I need to watch that movie. My friend needs to learn English. We need to visit him. I need to watch your English lessons. You need more rest. I need to relax more. Or I need to have more rest. They need more lessons. He needs more money. I need to find it. I need to say it. I need to go to America. We need more exercises. I need to try it. I need to train every day. I need to save this file. I need to visit her. I need to translate this text. My brother needs to go there. I need to go to work. I need to call him. I need to study English more regularly. I also need to know it. I need to go to the gym. He needs to go to China. I need to go to that place. I need to find a good job. I need to listen to this song. I need to understand it right now. I need to read these books. My parents need to work more. She needs more practice. I need to watch these lessons. I need to see him. I need to write a letter. I need to relax, or I need to have a rest. I need to tell you about this problem. I need to try to do it. I need to save this document. I need to remember it. I need to order it. My friends need to buy this thing. I need to check it. I need to know all the information. Okay? As you see, it's very important to remember that you use to, yeah, if you have a verb after need. So need plus to plus verb. I don't know why, really, I don't know why, but students often forget to use to, and actually it isn't a small mistake, yeah, this mistake is quite big. And I believe that you need to speak English correctly, yeah? You see, yeah, look at the sentence. You need to speak English correctly, so need to, yeah, and you see that we started with present simple, and as you see, actually we talked about this structure I need, then we are going to talk about other tenses, other structures, and you'll see more examples and more practice. So English grammar practice, English speaking practice, English listening practice, and it's also very good for your vocabulary. So more and more important, very important English words. Okay, so really, let's continue this playlist. Thank you.